Good afternoon, Woman of Truth here. I want to give you an update on the cargo trailer. And for all those of you who said a prayer for my Sissy cat and for myself last week, as Sissy came to the end of her life. Wow, I never dreamed I loved that little creature as much as I did. I was tore up. And what a blessing God's little creatures are. And she lived 13 happy, healthy years. And even now, my heart is just so sorrowful and heavy. But I'm thankful to be able to recognize that our Creator is just so kind and so generous to allow us to interact with these little creatures and to develop these bonds. That little cat lived, I believe, to please me and to just love on me. And I've never seen, a lot of times people accuse cats of being very narcissistic, and maybe they are compared to dogs or what have you. But that little girl loved me, and yeah, I could tell you some stories, but I'd start bawling again. So thank you for your prayers. Let's look at the cargo trailer and see what we've accomplished. I need to move this metal out of the way. I was actually showing it to my sister, and it's the first time that they've seen it since I've built anything inside of here, and so they loved it. And it's actually inspired me to go ahead and give another quick update. I've made a few minor changes since the day that I was dealing with the passing of Sissy Cat. So here is the changes that I've made. Let me turn the light on, my little battery lights. At least I can talk without crying today, so there's some improvement. But when the camera's off and my head hits the pillow tonight, the tears will flow. So take a look at the first side of the bed. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I put this particular piece on a piano hinge. And this piece I hinged this way because this is where the compost toilet is going to sit. So during the day, and I'll put a little latch so it can be in an upright position, or it can just lay back and hit the end of the unit. This is where the compost toilet is. You say, well, how in the world are you going to sleep on top of a compost toilet? Well, do your business before bed. And, in these cargo trailers, you got to make it work, and everything needs to have multi-purposes. And I absolutely love this because now I can have nearly a queen size bed. So I used 1/2 inch. I did find out almost from the beginning that 1/2 inch is not strong enough to sleep on, but I'm beefing it out with strips. So I'm going to put strips under each and every piece, and I think that'll be sufficient. It'll keep it lightweight, but it'll also make it sturdy. So the middle piece of the bed is that piece down there that I'm already beefing out, and it will have, actually, before I go on to the middle piece, this piece will have fold out legs that fold in, they're out of the way, and then when you put it down, you pull out those legs, and it's going to give you support so that when that second piece, which is the middle piece, rests on this lip, and of course, I will put a piece of trim directly onto this piece, or directly underneath this piece, and that will be supported and beefed out on the inside to handle the weight of that middle piece. Now, I'm super excited. I did go ahead and put this one on hinges. You can lift it up. This one I'm going to leave opened so I can put stools that slide on the floor. And let's just say I'm out in the field for several days doing a case, and I come in and I've got 2 or 3 days of report writing and video uploads and pulling stills and making the movies. I will simply just pull the cushion off this little sofa. It'll be a sofa during the day and a bed at night. It's kind of funny. This one is going to be the same, a sofa during the day and a bed at night. But it can also be a desk. So just pull these 2 cushions off, set them aside, pull my little stool out that's going to be on little round coasters. I'm not putting them on wheels. That's too much movement. Just the big round coasters with felt bottoms is sufficient. There'll be stools that have storage in them. Everything has a purpose. I've beefed them up as well. But you pull them out and look at all this desk space that I would have with my, for my laptop to sit and everything. The piece that completes the bed is going to be this piece. I'm super excited because I searched and searched and searched for the hardware that would be strong enough to hold a shelf. And when I took Sissy Cat into the veterinarian the day before she passed away, and for all those who are wondering, Sissy Cat did not have to be euthanized by the vet. She actually passed away that night after making the video. My heart is so heavy, but yes, she died in her sleep, the best way to go. And but while I was at the vet earlier in the week, I was looking at the exam table that Sissy was sitting on, and I knew that that exam table could carry the weight of a very large dog just by looking at the hardware. And so I kept researching, how am I gonna, and I took some pictures, and how am I gonna find that hardware where I never found it, but what I did find was foldable shelf supports. And I found some heavy duty ones that were 20 inches in length, which was the perfect length that I need to build the supports that will go under that final piece for the bed that will tie into the middle. And I'm super excited. They will be here by Friday. Hopefully they'll come sooner. The day they come in the mail, by the grace of God, I will get out here and I will build that final piece. And I'll take that middle piece and I'll put it all together, and everything will be all beefed out and it'll be ready to go. And I'm going to throw a mattress on it the same night and give her a try. So what I've decided, because I needed to keep things lightweight, I did use some press board in the construction of these pieces. I used some press board on the ends right here and right here and on the back of this one, and I only used press board on the back of that one because I'm building, it's a hollow cabinet here because we want that floor, because we're going to be walking on it to use the restroom and to pull the stools out. But what I'm going to do, and this is just so neat, because I don't want to paint the press board, because somebody who knows what they're looking at and knows wood would come in and say, I wonder why she used wood, solid wood, but then used press board on the ends. Well, if they know anything about these things, they know I did it for the weight and because I had the materials, and I like repurposing. But what I'm going to do, and I love this, I love this, is I'm going to take that flat metal that you saw me pick up. Let's see, where did I lay it? There you go. Either the flat metal, and I'm going to cut it out and fit it in on each end. And then I'm going to run that Z boards trim out of cedar like a barn door. It's going to have that barn door design on it on both ends. And the sliding barn door that originally was going to be for the privacy of the latrine, and since I redesigned everything and I can't do that down there, during those trial nights, there were some things that I found out just by coming out here when it was all empty except for the shower and the refrigerator and the TV. I had to have the TV and the air conditioner. I found out things. That's how I found out I had to have a soft wall. Okay, I had to have something that you could rub up against and it wouldn't be uncomfortable. That's how I found out that I did not want to enter into the kitchen space with my bed. My original design was to extend the bed to get the length out of it and let it go over the top of the countertop at night. And nope, I didn't like that. I want this kitchen to be Bill's masterpiece when he does it. I found out that I didn't like being low to the ground, and I didn't like being high up because I'm claustrophobic. So I neither want to be close to the ground or high up. I really just wanted almost a bed level. And that's when I decided to do this. So now that sliding barn door will be as you come in. Oh, the thing I found in my trial night is I don't like sleeping in a bed without a headboard. I have to have a barrier on the back of my head where I'm sleeping. I need that barrier for the mattress, and I need that barrier for me. It makes me feel like I'm in my bed at home and I'm in a real house. So that barn style sliding door will now be, as you step in to this lovely little unit, it will separate the kitchen from the bedroom and from the living room. And at night, it can be completely enclosed. And when you're on the inside of it, it is going to be your headboard. But during the day, having that sliding door can be stored right here, both pieces right here. And it's just simply separating your sofa from the kitchen. So I love it. It's not blocking light like it would have originally in the original design. It would have been back here blocking the airflow. Now, the way I've designed it, now this piece is going to be in an upright position. This is where the toilet's going to be. It's going to be in a somewhat upright position throughout the day. But because it's so narrow, it still just does not block that airflow and doesn't block the light. And I still have plenty of space. I am going to build a bridge over the shower so that you're not stepping into the shower. I'm going to build a little narrow bridge walkway so that when you're walking out to the outside, you're not tripping and you're not stepping on the shower. So it's all these little tiny things that just are working out, and it feels so wide open in here. And it's going to have a bed that's nearly queen size. It's going to have full length and almost a queen width. So it's a full size length, 75. A queen is 80. I don't need the 75 length. I'm only 5'5", and we're really pushing it to get an 80-inch length in this room. I could have done it though. Take a look at the shower. We have about 5 inches or more space left, but I realized that this area in the back it's just necessary to not, just put a lot of stuff back there. And I'm going to have Bill cut a regular hole here, put in a regular house window. I'm going to send back the portable unit, most likely, and just put a window unit in. And those are the changes. So I'll step back and let you see. And thankfully, you don't have the ability to zoom in and see it up close. But from a distance, it's not too shabby. Let me know what you think. For somebody who doesn't know what she's doing, I'm persistent and I'm stubborn and I'm willing to troubleshoot. And I think that's why it's all going to work out in the end. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for your prayers. Whew, that was a tough week to say goodbye to my beloved pet. She was more than a pet. She was a companion. She was my sweet little girl. And thank you for your prayers. God bless you, and God bless America.